In the bustling heart of Ouagadougou, where the rhythms of daily life pulse with the energy of a nation on the rise, a monumental shift is unfolding. President Ibrahim Traoré, a leader whose name has become synonymous with bold vision and transformative action, has unveiled a project that transcends bricks and mortar. It is a declaration of Burkina Faso's unyielding ambition. The Ouagadougou Grand Mall, a sprawling marvel of modern architecture and economic innovation, now stands as Africa's newest icon, a testament to what becomes possible when audacity meets opportunity. This is not just a shopping center, it is a revolution. For decades, Burkina Faso has been defined by its resilience in the face of adversity. Landlocked and often overlooked, the nation has fought to carve out its identity in a rapidly changing world. But today, that narrative is being rewritten. The inauguration of the Ouagadougou Grand Mall marks a turning point, a moment where Burkina Faso steps onto the global stage not as a spectator, but as a protagonist. Stretching across 15 acres of prime urban real estate, the mall is more than a retail paradise. It is a symphony of glass, steel, and ambition. Its sweeping glass facades reflect the golden hues of the Sahelian sun, while its interiors, a labyrinth of polished marble and avant-garde design, house over 300 international and local brands. From luxury boutiques to tech hubs, gourmet restaurants to immersive entertainment zones, the mall is a microcosm of globalization, tailored unapologetically to African tastes and aspirations. But let's rewind. Why does this matter? To understand the gravity of this project, one must first grasp Burkina Faso's journey, a nation rich in culture and resources, yet historically hamstrung by infrastructural gaps and economic dependency. President Traoré, since assuming office, has championed a doctrine of self-reliance through innovation. The Ouagadougou Grand Mall is the physical manifestation of that philosophy. It is a statement that Burkina Faso refuses to be confined by its geography or its past. The mall's construction, a Herculean feat, mobilized over 1,000 workers at its peak. Engineers battled scorching temperatures and logistical hurdles to erect a structure that rivals the grandeur of Dubai's Mall of the Emirates or Johannesburg's Sandton City. Solar panels blanket its roof, powering 70% of its operations, a nod to sustainability in a region acutely aware of climate vulnerability. Underground parking for 2,000 vehicles, a first for the country, alleviates the chaos of urban congestion. But beyond the glitz, the mall's true brilliance lies in its economic alchemy. Before we delve deeper into this transformative project, let's pause. To the incredible members and subscribers of this channel, thank you. Your support fuels our mission to bring you stories that matter, stories that inspire, and stories that redefine what's possible. Whether you're part of our membership community or a loyal viewer hitting like on every video, you're the reason we can spotlight groundbreaking initiatives like the Ouagadougou Grand Mall. If you're moved by Burkina Faso's journey, consider supporting us with a super thanks. Your contributions directly empower us to keep unearthing Africa's untold triumphs. Together, we're not just watching history unfold, we're amplifying it. The Ouagadougou Grand Mall is not merely a monument to consumerism, it is a lifeline. During its 3-year construction, it provided direct employment to 1,000 Burkinabe workers, from welders to electricians, many of whom had never held formal jobs. Another 700 indirect jobs blossomed across supply chains. Local quarries supplied stone, women-led cooperatives wove textiles for interior decor, and tech startups developed the mall's digital payment systems. For Aisha, a single mother of 3, the project was transformative. "I learned to operate cranes," she says, her voice thick with pride. "Now I'm training other women. This mall didn't just build shops, it built us." Economists project the mall will inject $50 million annually into Burkina Faso's GDP, but numbers only tell half the story. The mall has become a social equalizer. In its air-conditioned halls, farmers from the rural Plateau Central region rub shoulders with diplomats and tourists. A rooftop amphitheater hosts fashion shows featuring local designers alongside global labels. A food court celebrates Burkina Faso's culinary heritage, riz gras, poulet bicyclette, while offering sushi bars and vegan cafes. It's a melting pot where tradition and modernity coexist, fostering a new sense of national identity. Critics, of course, exist. Some argue the mall caters to elites in a nation where 40% live below the poverty line. But President Traoré's retort is sharp. Progress cannot wait for perfection. This mall is a seed. From it, opportunities will grow for all Burkinabe. Already, the government has launched a fund directing 10% of the mall's profits into rural education and healthcare. It's a model of inclusive growth, one where luxury and social responsibility are not mutually exclusive. Designed by Burkina Faso's own star architect, Farid Bouda, the mall is a love letter to African aesthetics. Its exterior mimics the undulating patterns of traditional Bogolan cloth, while its central atrium features a cascading waterfall inspired by the Compiègne Dam. Every detail is intentional. Local artisans crafted terracotta tiles, while recycled materials from decommissioned mines form avant-garde sculptures. This is African excellence by African hands, Bouda declares. The mall's Piesta Resistance? A cultural pavilion where visitors traverse exhibits on Burkina Faso's history, from the Mossi kingdoms to Thomas Sankara's revolution. It's a bold rebuttal to the notion that modernity requires erasing the past. We're not building a mall, Bouda insists. We're building a legacy. Since its opening, the mall has drawn 50,000 weekly visitors, a mix of locals, expatriates, and tourists from as far as Europe and China. Travel agencies now package shopping safaris to Ouagadougou, a city once absent from tourist maps. Hotel occupancy rates have tripled, spurring a construction boom. This mall isn't just changing our economy, says hotelier Jean-Baptiste Caboret. It's changing how the world sees us. Regional rivals are taking note. Ghana's president recently lauded the project as a wake-up call for African ambition. Even the African Development Bank, initially skeptical, has greenlit funding for a sister project in Ouagadougou. The mall has become a case study in how infrastructure can redefine a nation's geopolitical clout. No triumph is without turbulence. The mall's reliance on imported goods, 60% of its retail offerings, has sparked debates about trade imbalances. Environmentalists warn of increased plastic waste from packaged foods. And security remains a concern, though the mall's state-of-the-art surveillance systems and partnerships with Interpol have set new benchmarks for public safety in West Africa. Yet these challenges are dwarfed by the project's symbolic resonance. In a region often reduced to headlines about coups and poverty, Burkina Faso has crafted a counter-narrative. The Ouagadougou Grand Mall is proof that African nations can leapfrog from scarcity to sophistication, that ambition can thrive even in the Sahel. As we wrap up this journey, let's return to you, the heartbeat of this channel. Stories like Burkina Faso's mall matter because they defy stereotypes, because they prove that Africa's future is not a passive hope, but an active creation. If this piece ignited your curiosity, your pride, or your belief in possibility, take action. Smash that like button to amplify this story. Share this video with someone who needs a dose of inspiration. Subscribe and join our community of visionaries. And to our incredible members, consider a super thanks. Your support fuels our cameras, our research, and our commitment to bringing you Africa's most electrifying stories. The Ouagadougou Grand Mall is more than a building. It's a rallying cry, a reminder that progress is built not just by presidents and engineers, but by communities, by dreamers, by you. As Burkina Faso steps into its new era, let's step forward together. Stay tuned. Next week, we're exploring how Senegal's floating cities are revolutionizing urban living. Until then, keep believing, keep supporting, and keep shaping the future.